Fall weather is annoying and weird and confusing. One minute you're cold, one minute you're sweating. So today I'm sharing with you 8 outfit formulas for fall that you will actually wear in your day-to-day normal occasions with things you probably already have in your closet so that we fix this bipolar weather and make getting dressed easy breezy lemon squeezy. Let's get into it. I don't really get a lot of hate comments. I don't know if I should say that online because imagine then a hater's watching and they're gonna start commenting hate on my videos. But the most hate I've gotten is for my little ASMR moments that literally last 2 seconds, but you guys seem to really hate those. I don't do it on purpose and then I realize in the editing that I did it and you guys just go mad. Alright, so I've got my iPad over here with our formulas. We're gonna divide these formulas into 2 layers. The first layer is the one you actually need, or else you're gonna be naked. And then the second layer is for when it gets colder. The first formula is wearing a pair of long shirts with a simple top plus a cardigan or a button up, flats. Before you see the shorts and you're like, but it's too cold where I live to use shorts in fall. I got you. As you can see, I wrote in layer 2 that you're gonna have knee-high socks or tights. Colorful tights would be so cute, but I know most of us don't have colorful tights. I just love wearing shorts in colder weather and styling it with other colder weather items. So this is the only season we can do that. I'm just trying to take advantage of it. So as you can see, we have some references here and then I'm going to show you the specific items so that you have like a clearer idea of what I mean. I said cardigan or button up because even though they're both very different, I feel like they could both work really well. So just pick like the longest pair of shorts you have in your closet. If it's not a Bermuda or like a super long short, it's fine. But if you do have a short that goes under your knee, bonus points for that. I'm gonna say like specific things, but they're just preferences. So if you don't have those, I think the outfit will still look super cute. Specific love like straight cut shorts as the ones that you're seeing right now. And then for the tops, you just wanna pick a simple crop top. Those tops are the holy grails for layering, for looking cute without a lot of effort. And then your little cardigan. I feel like everyone has a cardigan in their closet. If you don't, just use a sweater. Literally anything that doesn't have a heel will serve as a flat. You can just pick from your options. It could be a flat sneaker, it could be just an actual ballerina flat, it could be a loafer that doesn't have a platform. And then if you actually need a warmer layer, adding a jacket that is all buttoned to the top or zipped to the top. So basically to recap, you're going to use a very simple crop top with a very simple pair of shorts. Then you're going to throw a cardigan or a button up on top of it. You're going to put some socks, high socks or tights if you need that for the warmth. And then if you need it for the warmth, you're going to add a jacket. Outfit number 2 requires an item that not everyone has in their closet and that some people hate. So before you roll your eyes, skip the video, unsubscribe my channel and leave a mean comment, you can substitute this, okay? I'm flexible. This is versatile. I don't even own a pair of This outfit revolves around capri pants, but I don't even own capri pants myself. So what I do when I want to use capri pants is I have these like linen pants and I'll just like put a safety pin on them to shorten them. Or I literally will put a hair elastic under my knee and then tuck the linen pants underneath. Or if you have like a pair of leggings that's tighter, more elastic, you can like scrunch it up to make it shorter. If you don't, you can just use a basic pair of pants. Basically just pick the shortest pants you have. These cargo pants that are shorter could also work super well. You're gonna add a large t-shirt on top. Adding a t-shirt that's not white and that has a pop of color could also be a way to spice it up. And then you're gonna pick any scarf that you like of any length, really. I think the only ones that wouldn't really work are the thick ones that are almost like a blanket scarves, but besides that, any like lighter material scarf would work. Just tie it around your waist. I think this looks so cute. And this is a little more trendy, but I just think it looks so good. If you throw on a pair of open sandals with socks or a pair of flats, and then you can just carry a sweater with you and add it on top. Now moving on into something that I wish had a formula, but unfortunately doesn't. Being in a healthy mind space. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. When I was going through a very cruel breakup plus some other tough adulting phases, my BetterHelp therapist really did help me, so I'm super happy to be working with them again. At that time, meeting with my therapist once a week was literally the thing that I looked most forward to. I could open up my head, talk about anything that was going through my mind without feeling like I was going crazy or without having to manage other people's reactions. This month I actually got back to therapy, and it's incredible to see how even when you're not going through like a super harsh period of your life, how much can still be digged through and analyzed, and just how it can help you so much to have better and healthier relationships with others and with yourself. I always say you cannot buy happiness, but a good therapist is as close as it gets to paying money to be happy. And I say good therapist because not everyone's going to be a match. I feel like therapy is very much like dating, and you might have to go through a few people in order to find the one that you feel most comfortable and great with. That's why BetterHelp lets you change therapists as many times as you want without any additional cost. A therapist will listen, validate your feelings. They give you advice, but they also give you techniques and homework and methods that can really help brighten up your days. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier, so you'll just fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist in just a couple of days. I've used them on and off, I think, for the past 4 years, which is crazy. They've got over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, so if you've been thinking about trying it out, this is your sign. You can use the link in my description to get 10% off your first month. So make sure to click the link in my description, and now let's get back to the outfit. Moving on into outfit formula number 3, the main concept here is that you're gonna wear a longer top so that you can put a belt in your waist and make it look cute. So you're gonna pair the long shirt with a maxi skirt, so a skirt that goes like to your ankles. It could be shorter. Again, I'm just like giving you the reference and then you can spice it up. And then you're gonna put a belt on top of the shirt that is sitting on top of the skirt. So you're not gonna like tuck the shirt under your skirt. You're gonna put the shirt on top. And bonus points if your belt is either super large and thick or super tiny. The regular sized belts to me are not as cool right now. I specifically like seeing the silhouette with like a very big chunky bag. And then if you're cold, you can throw a button up on top and maybe tuck the button up also underneath the belt. Add some fuzzy socks and a jacket, of course, in case it's like actually cold. For outfit formula number 4, we're getting a little bit more out there, even though I feel like it's been like what, 3-4 years since pants underneath dresses have become trendy, so it's not that revolutionary anymore. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna look like a clown. I think it's cool. So if you like it, give it a try. If you don't, well, just use like a longer top. Pairing a pair of jeans, specifically, again, I'm loving the straight cut jeans, so it could be that. I don't love using like balloon or baggy jeans underneath the dress because of how it alters the silhouette, but you could like it. Pair a dress, preferably like a flowy, not super cinched, not super tight to the body, a little more flowy dress. If it gets super hot, you can always remove the jeans and you're in a dress. But if it's like regular fall weather, you're gonna have your legs protected and then a little bit of shoulder moment. Add a long jacket. I love having like 2 long pieces and what that does to silhouettes. I do think though that if you're pairing a long jacket with it, it should be either the height of the dress or longer. If it's like a longer jacket but it's still shorter than the dress, I think that might look a little weird. So you might want to go from like a cropped jacket that only goes to like your waist. So that's my little hack on there. And then some boots picking out of the jeans. Or if you want to go all spiced up in there and it's not freezing, I think flip-flops would look so cute with its outfit formula. Next formula is one of those outfits that when you see people wearing this, you're like, she is so stylish, and I can't even point out why she is so stylish, but I just love that outfit. At least that's how I feel. Pairing 2 long sleeve tops on top of each other, where the one that is on top has a wider neck, so you can see the neckline of the one that's underneath, but you can see it enough that you know it's on purpose. It's not like when you were in 5th grade and your mom like put 3 layers of tops on you and you had like each one peeking just a little bit and it would be very annoying. Then you can actually see like a good chunk of the top that's underneath. Even maybe the sleeves, if the one on top is shorter, I feel like that would be harder to coordinate, but peeking out could be really nice. If the one that's on top is shorter than the one that's below, and then you can see a little bit of the top that's underneath also peeking out, bonus points for that. Honestly, I love seeing this with monochromatic tops, so like pairing 2 white tops together, 2 gray tops together. But if you have like 2 colored tops, that can also look very nice. If it's not too cold where you live, you could do this by, instead of layering 2 long sleeves, layering a crop top with a long sleeve. But still letting the whole neckline and bottom show up and peak. Then you're gonna pair some suit pants or any like flowier pants from a lighter material you have with it. You're gonna leave the tops on top of the pants, so no tucking in. Pointy shoes if you have them. If not, just pick whatever shoes you think look cool. Little tiny shoulder bag. And I think a little dainty bracelet slash bangle could look very cute here as well. Moving on, we've got another basic that always works very well, which is using a top that has a cardigan on top, but the cardigan only has the first top button buttoned. Maybe the first two, maybe the first three. So it's like it opens and it peeks into your top. And then if you're too hot, the cardigan can just be tied around your neck. You're gonna pair with some jeans, or honestly, I feel like any type of pant could look good here. So I'm gonna say jeans, but feel free to spice it up. And I'd like to see some chunky shoes here. So like some more chunky boots, a pair of chunky loafers, something that's a little bit more bulky and big. Okay, this one is like super similar to the first one. Pairing a pair of shorter shorts like micro shorts or like a mini skirt with the whole crop top sweater button up jacket. And then some tall boots, because I don't love seeing tall boots with long shorts and the way that then you can see like a little bit of skin and the boots are kind of like going under the shorts because they're so high. But I do love a pair of boots with a mini skirt or mini shorts where there's still like a little bit of knee or leg showing. Throw some sunglasses, throw some long socks. I love when the socks are like a few inches higher than the boot and you can see it picking out, especially if it's like a colored sock, like a green, a baby pink, a blue sock. And last but not least, I saved the most trendy thing because I think it looks so good. But for all of you who want to maybe do something more timeless and less like item specific, maybe this one's not going to be for you. I don't even own this item, but I think I'm going to ask my mom if she has any like longer nightgowns that I can borrow. The nightgown peeking underneath the top on top of pants thing situation. Oversized t-shirt, flats, cropped turtleneck on top. I love how this girl is using it with like the Birkenstocks and long socks. I always use my Birkenstocks when I want to use a pair of shoes that's a neutral color but not black, because I don't have any brown shoes. So they just kind of like help me out every time I don't want a black shoe but I want a flat. I think they can be great at like dressing down an outfit when you feel like your top part is already like super out there. I don't even own Birkenstocks that are from Birkenstock. I just bought like a $20 pair at a random store in my town when I needed an open shoe for a travel that I was doing, and I have used them so much, so I definitely think they're a good investment for fall, and they've been around for enough time that I don't think they're going anywhere and they're becoming sort of a timeless shoe. I love seeing this when they're pairing a white t-shirt with like a cream colored slash yellowy nightgown. I think white and cream together looks so good. This can also work if you have like a lace mini skirt or any type of lace skirt. You could pin it with a safety pin. Even if you have like a lace scarf, you could just tie the scarf underneath your blouse and it's gonna give it the same effect. So just think about if you own anything lace and how you could do it. I love it even more when it's like asymmetric and it's cutting through one of your legs in like a diagonal shape. Add some sunnies and you're good to go. And those were all the outfit formulas. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if any of you actually use these in your daily life. I love you guys. If you like the way that I edit my videos, you can check a link in my description box. It might be useful for you. Oh, and make sure to click my BetterHelp link to get 10% off your first month of therapy. If you've been thinking about it, this is your sign. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.